going on, everybody? Today I'm going to do a video about after MEPS and what goes on after MEPS. It's not anything extensive. I'm just letting you guys know the full before, during, and after, like your enlistment or whatever. So after you go to MEPS, you go back to your recruiter's office and you start talking about DEP, DEP, which just stands for Delayed Entry Program. It's basically your time that you have with your recruiter before you actually leave for boot camp. They just get you ready for boot camp and telling you things you need to learn. Yeah, just the small stuff before you actually leave for boot camp. So yeah, after you go to MEPS, like I said, you go to your recruiter's office, you fill out paperwork about DEP, and he explains to you what DEP is and what to do and what not to do in DEP. Like while you're in DEP, study your 11 general orders, study your sailor's creed, and study your chain of command, which is really it's vitally important to do that. I've already learned my sailor's creed. It took me honestly like about 20 minutes to really learn. That's because I was focused on it, and same with my general orders, except I'm only at like memorizing 8 when there's 11. So, but that took me a couple hours to do because there's a lot of general orders. Like you have to memorize them all. So yeah, you have those that you have to study. I haven't studied my chain of command because that's a lot of people. And my older brother, he's in the Navy, and he said during basic training your RDCs will drill in everything you need to know before you graduate. And he said the chain of command is one of those. So I'm not really too worried about it, but as long as I have my sailor's creed and everything else memorized, that's all that really matters. But anyways, yeah. From now on, once you go into the office during your DEP, you have to come in with proper etiquette. You have to walk in the door, turn, salute the flag, then you have to turn and salute and tell them, future sailor, whatever your last name is, requesting permission to come aboard. They say granted, then you walk in. So it's permission, future sailor, whatever your last name is, permission to come aboard. And the same thing when you leave. You'll go up right when you're about to leave. You go to the door, you turn around, salute, future sailor, whatever your last name is, permission to go ashore. And they'll say granted. And then you salute the flag on your way out, and then you leave. So that's what you're going to be doing too. But yeah, that same day they teach you about DEP and everything. You watch a video, a couple videos. One about like sexual harassment or something, and then the other one is like Faces of the Navy Boot Camp. It tells you about boot camp and what goes on at boot camp. And really, that's honestly it. Like they're rushing everything for me because of the fact that I'm leaving in a few weeks. But usually it's strung out like long. Like everybody, I think right before they leave, they all have to meet the chief. And that's like weeks before they leave, so I have to meet the chief today. I have a DEP meeting today actually, so I have to meet chief. I gotta be at the office like super early. So yeah, everything's getting finished. It's rushed, but you know, it's what's gotta happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So DEP is your delayed entry program. It's your time between it's after MEPS and before you leave, which by the way, when you do ship out, you do go back to MEPS, just so you know. For some reason, I know some people don't, which is kind of weird, but before you leave, you have to go to MEPS and have another mini physical to make sure nothing has changed. You haven't got any tattoos, broken bones, stuff like that. Yeah, and then you wait, go back to your hotel, and then the next day you ship out. So healthy drinks. Disgusting. But anyways, yeah. That's pretty much it. Hope that helped a little bit to kind of clarify what DEP is, in case you never heard of it. And you hear people talking about it all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what that is. So, thanks for watching, guys.